Good morning and welcome back to Norbits Adventures. So it's currently around about 7:30 in the morning, so I've got up early today to jump out and kickstart with the water changes, get them out of the way early. But today I thought I'd jump on and discuss the food I feed my bristlenose and my plecos. Seems to be a lot of questions regarding that, around what to feed them, what you do, how you go about it. So, you know, we'll jump into that and I'll show you what I feed them. So I find with bristlenose and plecos together, just like any other fish, variety is key. You know, you don't want to feed them the same shit over and over and over and over and over again. I know some people use those algae wafers. I don't really enjoy them too much. I don't find them good. You know, ingredients wise for me, it's just kind of, and they mess up the tank. But, you know, many other people have great results with them, so, you know, you can't really bag with results. So, you know, I just don't personally use them. As for myself, I feed a lot of zucchini, even the ones that are predominantly protein based. Every tank I've got in here that have fish or bristlenose or catfish of any sort, I put zucchini in the bottom of the tank. Usually every night, if not every second night. I go through about 22 kilos plus of zucchini a week. And you know, they don't always eat it every night, but it's always munged on a little bit. So, you know, take with the good with the bad. Some days it's gone completely, some days it's, you know, just there and goes to mush. As I run shrimp with some of the tanks as well, when they come off, because I've got skewers like this, so I think got them from Bunnings. You know, throw the zucchini on the end, hook it on the side of the tank, and you don't have to go fishing for it with your hands. But you know, if the zucchini comes off that during the night or during the day, because of the shrimp in the tank, they end up floating around on the top of the tank with with shrimp on it, so it's actually quite funny to watch as well. But yeah, so if, you know, for fresh vegetables, zucchini is my go-to. I know a lot of people feed sort of like bell peppers or capsicums for us Aussies, mushrooms. I think some people tried watermelon as well. So, you know, I've gone away from cucumber due to the fact that, like, you know, cucumber's 80% water pretty much, so it's not really nutritional value. It's not very great, I find anyway. Whereas zucchini, a bit more solid. Don't blanch it. I don't wash, or I wash it, but I don't blanch it. I don't boil it. I don't do anything. I just cut it up, straight in the tank. There you go. As for other foods, you know, obviously I've got rapashi. You know, not exactly very accessible in Australia due to, for multiple reasons. I think it's got something to do with bug larvae and radiation and stuff like that. You know, the quarantine services in Australia. But, you know, Solient Green, Morning Wood and Grub Pie, those were the ones I mainly used. Obviously Solient Green because of the, you know, vegetable base, and the wood reasons, you know, bristlenose like munching on the wood. The Grub Pie is very high in protein, so I only really gave that to tanks that were, you know, had guppies growing in it as well. So it kind of, you know, bases out sort of thing. But, you know, the one thing that I think everyone kind of, when you're first starting off, is, oh, you know, don't give much protein to your bristlenose, or, you know, they'll get bloat. And so, well, I haven't seen that happen yet. I'm finding it very unlikely. I know it's possible, but I haven't seen it so far. I'm more seeing bloat being caused by things like bad water quality, you know, prolonged you know, ammonia spikes, stuff like that. As for the protein sort of things, for those things, yeah, I don't know. It could be right, it could be wrong. So I'm not too sure. As for the other foods I've been doing, I bounce between a lot of foods. Obviously, variety is key. At the moment, I run with the Ocean Free BFG one. This was a smaller sort of one. There's a bigger one as well. Both of which are great. Never had any issues with it. I don't have any at the moment. It seems to be really hard to get in Australia at the moment. Been trying to find it, can't find it. I've only been finding the flower horn stuff at the moment, but yeah. Other than that, I've also, because I've got guppies in the tank, I use the extreme nano sinking pellets. They're high protein fry starter stuff, but I find it's really good. Very fine, sinks to the bottom, no issues. You know, I think there's another one of these extreme stuff was a bit bigger, but again, it's sinking, so it just goes to the bottom. All the guys love it. So yeah, the next one I've been trying out recently is the Colossus Q2. It's from Ocean Nutrition. It's more of a monster fish food, but it's very high in protein. So, you know, it's 47% protein and 7.8% crude fat. And I've been trying this out because I've got a fair lot of it at the moment from an auction I went to. I've been trying it out. No issues. They seem to be eating it. They love it. So, you know, I'm going to add that to the rotation. As for other things, I was using the sort of, I think it's Hikari Gold stuff. It was a sinking pellet. I've been using that as well. I've heard that that's great for sort of speeding up the fry growth and stuff like that as well. Going forward, I'm looking at sort of grinding down some of the Hikari floating pellets as well for the cichlids, because of the higher protein obviously, and I've got abundance of it. So I got told, you know, throw it in a blender, mix it together, make a, you know, crumble or something, and then sprinkle it in and see how it goes. So that's another thing I'm going to try. But yeah, that's at the moment the main foods I try to use. But yeah, zucchini is the biggest thing I use in my fish room. It just works. You know, even things like the L134s, which is, you know, supposed to be fed highly protein diet, devour it. You know, you've got the ones over there with the long nose whiptails. It goes. You know, the zucchini is a winner regardless of what tank it is. So yeah. So here's the Colossus pellet that I was telling you about. So obviously, you know, because it's during the day, these guys don't come out very often. So these are the L270s. But yeah, so, you know, everything loves those pellets. Come across here, see the Venezuelans, same thing. Got the guppies going nuts, Corys going nuts, all for the food. And, you know, these guys in here, the L002s are in there just chilling in the cave. But yeah, no, they definitely love their these pellets as well. Yeah, honestly, the best advice I could give you when it comes to feeding your Plecos or your Bristlenose is trial and error. You know, trial your food, trial stuff you have access to, see how it goes. You know, what works for me might not work for you. You know, I feed different stuff, and, you know, I know, like I said, other guys that feed that, you know, the bulk buy Hikari wafers or the bulk buy algae wafers, and they have no issues with them. So, you know, the best way to do it is just trial and error. I'm always trying different new food. You know, you can also feed like bloodworm, blackworm, you know, anything like that, and they'll eat it. So, you know, you trial and error, trial and error, trial and error. That's all I'm going to say. You know, if you've got any questions regarding feeding your Bristlenose or your Plecos, you know, send me a message, comment in the section below. You know, I'll do the best I can to answer your questions. But yeah, those are the main things I feed. Obviously, I feed different things for the guppies and such as well, but yeah, I usually try to combine it together so everyone gets a feed. But yeah, so, you know, like and subscribe, and I shall see you next time.